No, it's not deja vu. We're back at the Georgia Dome for Supercross. And the result, as you'd expect, quite different. Arena Cross got sandy in Kansas City, and now that championship is as close as you like it. Ryan Villopoto started his MXGP season. We have that info. All that and more only on the Racer X Show. Hello and welcome. This is the Racer X Show, and I'm your host, Greg. Great racing over the weekend, and we're just touching March. Plus, we socialize you, Moto Dynasty it up, and check out the Ricky Carmichael-inspired Supercross track in Daytona. Lots to do, so let's get after it.
The Racer X Show with Greg White is being presented by Acerbis, Soul and Passion.
As usual, we'll start you off with the Supercross segment brought to you by Acerbis, where before round 3 of the 250 East Championship in the Monster Energy Supercross Series, we've seen 2 different winners, with Red Bull KTM's Marvin Musquin wearing the red plate, but seemingly struggling a bit early in the night. So it looked like defending champ Justin Bogle, Geico Honda, and Jeremy Martin, Yamalube Star Racing Yamaha, both heat winners by the way, might have a go at the W, but to the Georgia Dome to see how it actually unfolded. Coming out of the gate the strongest, Musquin. It was retro night, just in case you don't recognize every machine. The KTM number 25 went through the sand ripping and started to check out straight away after exiting the Bridge 240 section. Fast forward to the battle between number 49 Riverside Harley-Davidson's Jimmy Decotis on a Honda and number 6 Martin on the YZF. Decotis, who was having a great night of racing, lost this spot to last week's winner, with number 200 Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki's Arnaud Tonis having a great ride. But Martin had other plans for the Frenchman. That for second. But for Marvin Musquin, he takes his second win in 3 races, making that red back number plate shine even brighter with max points. A spread field, 4.3 seconds to gap for the win, another 4.9 back to Bogle, his 3rd podium in 3 races. But this race was all Marvin Musquin.
Win tonight. I mean, I got a great start, and that track was tough. I mean, the walls was really sketchy, but I'm really happy. I mean, that team, the Red Bull KTM team, I mean, that's the best year of my career. You know, I'm having so much fun, and training with Aldon Baker in Florida, it's so much fun. I mean, with Ryan Dungey, we're having such a good time. So thank you, everybody, and still leading the championship, so we got to keep going now. Thank you.
Marvin mentioned it, 3 in, and he's got a 7-point lead on Martin. No one is out of this championship yet. And now to the big bikes. You know, Ryan Dungey on his Red Bull KTM is leading the championship. Last week's interview, Chad Reed told us that it's Dungey's to lose, so Reed would just focus on wins. But then there's this guy named Weston who keeps showing us some speed. He just hasn't had his debutante coming out party yet. Could Saturday night be his night? Well, some of the stars of NASCAR turned up in the Georgia Dome to see who's got what. Jeff Gordon, the King Richard Petty. On the left there is Ricky Stenhouse, Danica Patrick next to him, and Clint Bowyer all showed up. And what they got was good racing. As the bikes lined up, the injured number 94 Ken Roczen was pumped and ready. But when the gate dropped, it was Autotrader.com, Toyota Yamaha on the 23, Weston Peick with the whole shot. Hot on his heels, number 22 Discount Tires, and last week's winner, Chad Reed. And the fight for the lead early on was heart-pounding. On the first lap, Reedy and Peick would go side by side, with Peick taking the point. Now he's got his foot through the door of his coming-out party. Then in hot pursuit, Reed, who's won 44 of these things, makes an unforced error, saves it, but his race for the win was over. It sure wasn't over for points leader number 5, Ryan Dungey. He went after Peick and made a sweet inside pass to grab the number 1 spot. Dungey would quickly open up a gap, leaving the battle for second to Peick, number 3 Eli Tomac on the Geico Honda, number 41 Trey Canard on the Team Honda HRC machine. Canard comes out with the position for now. After leading for 5 laps, Peick's now battling to hold position until Rockstar Energy Husqvarna's Jason Anderson made a mistake and hit Peick's front wheel. Coming out party is over. And out front, it was business as usual for Dungey, taking his 17th career victory in Supercross and putting another KTM domination stamp with the sweep. After crashing 3 weekends in a row, Tomac races Canard and gets second. But Atlanta 2, all Ryan Dungey.
I just try to keep pushing, you know. I want to stay consistent and keep my lap times down there. You know, the track was tough. You know, definitely slippery, really tight and technical, and setting yourself up was important. But I got to give it up for the whole team, Red Bull KTM, and first and foremost, Lord Jesus Christ is keeping us safe and watching after us. So I can't thank everybody. It's a big team effort, and whole shot wasn't really there tonight, but we snuck around next to Chad, and Chad had a mistake, unfortunately, but bike felt awesome. I'm just really happy with the team and everybody, and all the support that goes behind this. It's good to get this third win, and we're still got a long ways to go, so we'll keep after it.
Trey Canard now chasing Dungey, who's only finished off the podium one time all year. He's going to be real tough to catch. So impressive. Hey, make sure you catch Supercross live on Fox Sports 1 this weekend from Daytona International Speedway, beginning at 7:30 p.m. East. And here's a look at what Ricky Carmichael has in store for the Supercross field. Opposite direction this year. It starts off with a couple of doubles. Notice the change in the dirt, always a variety in Daytona, followed by a couple more doubles as you pass under the finish line. Then some whoops, followed by more whoops into an interesting rhythm type section. Can't wait to see how the racers handle that. And then we have a couple of these big wall style jumps, patience on those sections I think, and then back towards the finish line. Same track being used for the RCSX and ATV SX throughout the week. Checking on the Moto Dynasty fantasy picks in the 250s, 399 this week. Musquin for the win, Martin for second, max points. Loving that. In the 450s, nailed Dungey with the P1, 414 points for that round. Real good. A lot of trash talking around the office here in Morgantown. It's a lot of fun. You can join and play anytime this season. MotoDynasty.RacerXOnline.com has it for you. And that's our Supercross segment, brought to you by Acerbis. The 7th round of the 2015 AMSOIL Arena Cross Series, featuring Ricky Carmichael's Road to Supercross, features the championship's return to the Sprint Center on Saturday night, where we saw the championship close to the tightest of margins, with a battle for the overall going on between Team Babbitt's Monster Energy AMSOIL Kawasaki's Matt Gerke and Husqvarna Tylube Tough Racing's Gavin Faith. But the question is, who got it? Thermotech FMC Racing Yamaha's Bobby Kanairi on the 116 grabbed the whole shot in the first Arena Cross main event, leading a freight train with past winners including Husqvarna Tylube Tough Racing's Kyle Regal, Faith, Gerke, and Team Babbitt's Kawasaki's Jacob Hayes, the current points leader. On lap 2, Regal and Kanairi made contact in the track's sand section, causing Kanairi and others to crash. So number 4, Regal to the lead. But hungry for a win is the 617 of Gavin Faith, a sweet, aggressive inside move, and Faith leads the way. With a spotlight on him, you can still see how close Regal is behind him, but Faith doesn't lose any. Faith, get it? Oh boy, to the checkered for the win. As the second main event got underway, number 36 Matt Gerke made the initial move by grabbing the whole shot and sprinting out to an early lead ahead of Regal, Kanairi, and Faith. Just a few laps into the main, Hayes encountered some issues while running 7th and pulling off into the mechanics area. He re-entered the race to ultimately finish the main with a 12th place finish. But Gerke, he rode to an uncontested flag-to-flag win in main 2. You'd think a 1-2 beats a 3-1, but a head-to-head challenge point scored by Gerke earlier in the night makes it a tie. The tie goes to the main 2 winner, so Gerke wins.
Just did what my mechanic said, stayed calm, didn't make any mistakes, moved up to 3rd. And then the second one, I got that start because I had a good gate pick, and then I just rode a perfect race. I didn't make any mistakes, and yeah, it was awesome. So pumped.
With Hayes' misfortune and Gerke's overall, the championship now stands at 1. Next race marks the halfway point. This is getting exciting. You can watch round 6 of the AMSOIL Arena Cross Series from Tampa, Florida. Coming up Sunday on Fox Sports 1 at 12:30 p.m. East, that's 9:30 a.m. Pacific. Let's move to the Middle East, where last weekend marked the Grand Prix motocross debut for former reigning Monster Energy AMA Supercross champion Ryan Villopoto. As you know, RV was contemplating retirement last summer after undergoing another knee surgery. Instead, he decided to take a 1-year deal to race the FIM World Championships, vacating his 4 straight Supercross championships for a shot at conquering the rest of the world. Well, the rest of the world is pretty fast, as Villopoto found out at the Losail circuit in Qatar last Saturday night. In his first outdoor motocross race since 2013, or about a year and a half, Villopoto had a myriad of problems, from electrical issues to rear brake issues, not to mention poor starts and a few crashes. He ended up 7th overall. It could have been worse, given the circumstances, and it will certainly get better. And those other guys, they're fast, very fast, as Red Bull Husqvarna factory rider Max Nagel picked up where he left off last year and swept both MXGP motos over Rockstar Suzuki's Clement Desalle. New HRC factory Honda rider Gutiérrez Paulin was 3rd, with 8-time FIM world champion Tony Cairoli a quiet 4th overall. Villopoto and his team don't have much time to get things sorted out for the next race. It happens this Sunday in Thailand. Rather than go straight from the Middle East to Thailand, RV went back to Europe to do some more testing and find his footing before heading back to Asia. Villopoto is already behind in the points, but so is his primary rival, Cairoli. Let's see what happens this weekend in Thailand before anyone goes and hits the panic button. Some quick road race info for you. Moto America racers, listen up. Moto America wants to remind you that you can register now for the March 18th and 19th Dunlop tire test at the Circuit of the Americas. It closes this Friday, March 6th. The test is open to licensed racers in any of the Moto America classes with the exception of the KTM RC390 Cup. And it will offer an opportunity to get acclimated to COTA in preparation for the season opener April 10th through the 12th. Now for you Moto America fans, I spoke with the crew in the California offices and they are feverishly working on live timing for the test. More on that here and MotoAmerica.com as it becomes available. And now it's socializing, a brief look at some social media stuff that's caught our eye. How about this ATV race in Argentina, the Enduro del Verano? It's the Rider Z Team video, over 500 ATVs in one sand race. That is nuts. Jeffrey Rastrelli, Chad Wienen, both raced over that weekend. And quickly becoming one of my Instagram faves, Colton Haker. With this backflip, let's see that again. Cool stuff, Colton. You know we want you to get out and watch some racing. In Daytona Beach, Florida, it all kicks off with Endurocross Friday night at the Ocean Center. GNCC is happening in Florida Saturday and Sunday. Saturday night at the Speedway Supercross with that track designed by Ricky Carmichael. Getting away from Daytona in Council Bluffs, Iowa, Arena Cross at the America Center. Friday and Saturday nights. Back to Daytona on Sunday and Monday, the Ricky Carmichael Amateur Supercross races, followed by ATV MX Supercross on Tuesday. And one more time, after 2-week delay, Scramble Cross in Texas. So, be a part of racing. There's plenty of it this week. We're almost out of time, but before we go, we want to remind you that live on RacerTV.com, GNCC Saturday and Sunday. Then we shoot over to the Speedway, and it's the Ricky Carmichael Amateur Supercross. We'll have that live on RacerTV.com. And on Tuesday, ATV Supercross, all live on RacerTV.com. Make sure you tell all your friends about it. Spread the word. We love it. All right, we're out of time. We're so pumped for all that racing going on next week. But right now, you can follow us on all of our social media links. Twitter and Instagram, it's RacerX Show. On YouTube, it's The RacerX Show. Like us, follow us, spread the word. Feel free to share these videos anywhere you like. We love it and appreciate it. You can follow me on Twitter. It's @GregWhite. And for the fine crew here at The RacerX Show and Racer TV, I'm Greg. Remember, we are all racing all the time. Have fun in Daytona.